experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
Park. Landon Cheney gets the ball here with a nightcap for Tech as the Owls clinch the number 3 seed in the Cascade Conference Championship with an 11-1 victory here against Bushnell. For Landon Cheney on the season, making his 12th start of the year, that is a team best. Cheney 5-1, a 6.36 ERA, and 52 1/3 innings. The kid from Nampa, Idaho, has allowed 37 earned runs on 72 hits. 24 walks, and 41 strikeouts. And the lineup he will face for Bushnell, a little different than what we saw in the opener. Max Richards, the catcher, to lead it off, followed by third baseman Ethan Stacy and designated hitter Jordan Wilson. Albert Jennings, the right fielder, hits fourth, followed by center fielder Will Hudler and first baseman Cade Christ. The bottom of the order, Colby Amaral is in left, Reese Carganilla is at second, and Jake Stoner is the shortstop. Braden Proud will get the start on the hill for Bushnell in Game 2. Braden Proud, the right-hander from the state of California. We're set for the nightcap here on a Friday. Leading off Game 2 for Bushnell is the catcher, number 36, Max Richards. So it'll be Max Richards to start it off. Did not see Richards in the opener today. Max Richards, a junior from Forest Grove. And the first pitch is a broken bat flare hit into right. That's going to drop for a base hit. Another broken bat. That is 3 today. And Landon Cheney saws him off literally, but Richards with the bloop single, and Bushnell with a leadoff knock here to start the ballgame. And the Beacons will bring in Dylan Ha to run at first base. Courtesy runner for the catcher, number 20, Dylan Ha. The batter, third baseman Ethan Stacy. So broken bat flare gets Bushnell a base runner. batter's Ethan Stacy. And the righty's pitch a strike to him. This is the second start that Landon Cheney has had against Bushnell. Got a no decision the first time he faced him. Went 5 1/3 and gave up only 2 runs. As the pitch by Cheney, a little bit low to the left-hand batter from Sydney, Australia. Transferred into the Bushnell program after 2 seasons at Lower Columbia College. 1-1. Swung on, fly ball deep into right center field. That's going to get down for extra bases. And Bushnell, I believe, is going to take the lead. They'll take the runner around third and then hold at the last minute, as they will not challenge the arm out in right for Julian Jones. So Stacy with a 2-base hit puts runners at second and third and nobody out. And for Ethan Stacy, not out on top of that pitch on the outer third.
Batting third designated hitter, number 34, Jordan Wilson.
So Bushnell, who did not score until the 7th inning when it was too little too late, getting the offense going early here in the nightcap. Tech with a win in their opener extended their win streak to 14. By far the longest win streak in program history. They've won 16 in a row here at home. Cheney's pitch, slider for a strike. To Jordan Wilson, who came into the day hitting .288. He was 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch, and also walked in game 1. One. Slider again, just upstairs. Real nice crowd here, despite it being middle of the day on a Friday. Everybody excited to get a chance to go to the first pitch dinner tonight on the OIT campus. 2-1. Ground ball right side. Siracusa will have to try to make a play and can't. 1 will score, 2 will score on a seeing eye single through the right side from Jordan Wilson. Give him now 48 knocked in on the year. Tech had a little bit of a shift on, and Wilson hit it through the shift, and Bushnell leads 2-0.
Right fielder, Albert Jennings.
So 3 straight hits to start the game for the Beacons. Albert Jennings, the batter. And the pitch by Cheney, a little high. Ball 1. The 11-1 victory for Tech in the opener today was the worst loss that Bushnell has had this season. 1-0, runner goes. Hit and run put on, ground ball back up the middle. That's through a base hit. And by sending the runner Wilson, they were able to not only avoid a double play, but get the runner from first to third. And so the hit parade continues for the Beacons here in the opening inning, as the first 4 men have reached on base hits.
Center fielder, Will Hudler.
And Bushnell with as many hits in the first inning as they had in game 1, as Tim Williams had handcuffed the Beacons. Cheney misses high for a ball. An interesting chat. I was talking with Ricky Walker earlier this week about trying to get the seniors in as much as possible. And he said, there's always a glad and a sad side of things when it comes to that, because you're trying to win ball games and you're trying to put yourself in a position to try to get as many wins on the year. As the righties pitch, that's across the letters. He said if you get a huge lead, you can bring in some seniors. He said the flip side, which is not one you ever want to think about, but if you get blown out, you can also get some of the seniors in. Cheney from the stretch, 1-1 pitch instead as a check to first. Garrett Smith gets the start over at first. So Tech is getting Another one of their seniors in there. Same with Ty Blakely behind the plate. Matt Ortiz playing third as the curveball is swing and a miss. The count to 1-2. Tyler Horner getting the game 2 off from positional work. He'll be the designated hitter. Everything else the same for Tech. The pitch to home plate by Landon Cheney misses high, and it's 2-2. So no Logan Macy in the lineup in the nightcap. And no Keanu Mizuta. First and third, nobody out, 2 across for Bushnell. The pitch to the plate, outside again from Landon Cheney. And the count to 3-2. Tech, as I mentioned, 18 seniors, including a good group of pitchers as well. They send the runner with nobody out. They will not. And the payoff pitch is just on the outside corner. A called strike 3. I didn't think they were going to ring him up. Hudler took a step towards first base, and then finally the ring up happened. A big first out here in the inning.
The first baseman, Cade Christ.
That's a huge punch out. As the batter is Cade Christ. If Tech could get a 2-ball here, try to get out of the inning with only the 2 across. And the pitch to Christ, the slider, outside and hot. Landon Cheney has had issues in the first inning his last 3 starts. The ability to try to work through that pressure and get deep into a game is the key. The pitch, swing and a miss. Change up that time, took a little off the pitch on the inner third. Softball underway in Caldwell, Idaho. Tech leading C of I 7-0 in the third. As the delivery on the outside edge, but high. Oh, it is a called strike. Late call by the plate umpire, and it's 1-2. Very methodical, not loud either. Wonder if he's still feeling the after effects of getting hit by that pitch, or that ball in the first game. As the slider, that is up. No, they called him out, strike 3. 2 away. Wow, okay. Bushnell staff going, what in the world? And I don't blame them. I thought it was a good pitch, but strike 3 called, 2 outs.
Left fielder, Colby Amaral.
The batter's Colby Amaral. Did not see him in game 1. Senior from Grass Valley, California, transferred from Waldorf in Iowa. And that pitch off the outside corner. Had a good buddy, Mike Stetson, was the SID actually at Waldorf for a few years, but he's moved on now to Minot State in North Dakota. He was a newspaper man in the Boise area for a long time. Kind of for fans of Oregon Tech that know Steve Matthews, he was their Steve Matthews. As a delivery, swung on, fly ball deep to right field. Jones drifting back, still going back. Track to the wall. That ball's off the base of the wall. 2 will score, and they will hold the runner quickly at second base as Amaral goes opposite field with a double. Ran into that pitch and hit it over the head of Julian Jones in straightaway right field. And Jennings able to score all the way from first as he was off and moving on the pitch. And it's 4-0 Bushnell.
Second baseman, Reese Carganilla.
And I can tell you this, the weather that we knew was going to be heading here is now very close. As you can see, the storm clouds right over the hill to our right as the pitch is strike to Carganilla. Luckily for us, no lightning at the present time in our vicinity. Everything in Nevada is where the lightning is, as the curveball fouled off. 0-2 to Carganilla, who had a base hit in the 7th inning of game 1. So Bushnell's answered what Tech did in the opening game by scoring 4 in the first. 0-2 pitch from Landon Cheney. That's up high. The 2-run single by Wilson, the 2-run double from Colby Amaral. His 15th and 16th RBI of the year. 1-2. Slider got him. The inning is over, but not before the damage was done by the Beacons. 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 left. We go bottom 1. Tech needs to play catch-up, trailing 4-0.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Right-hander Braden Proud will get the start for Bushnell here in the nightcap. 2-0 record, a 4.76 ERA. We'll get his numbers here for you in a minute.
Leading off the Oregon Tech first, the shortstop, Patrick Berry.
He'll face Pat Berry, Tyler Horner, and Julian Jones here in the first. Berry 3 for 3 with 4 runs scored in game 1. Proud making his 12th start of the year, 2-0, 4.76 ERA, 51 innings, 27 earned runs, 47 hits, 24 walks, 27 strikeouts. Braden Proud stands 6'1", a junior from Orangevale, California, transferred from Menlo. And that pitch lined into left center field. Long run for Stoner, can't get there. It'll drop for a base hit, and into second base goes Pat Berry. It was actually Carson and Hudler out there that tried to converge.
The designated hitter, Tyler Horner.
So Tech gets it started quickly. They try to answer the 4-run inning by the Beacons in the top half. The pitch to Ty Horner is a curveball, and that's off the outside corner for ball 1. It's actually Amaral out there along with Hudler in the outfield. And they'll back pick to second, but underneath the tag is Patrick Berry. Bushnell picked off a runner in game 1 today at second base. Horner had 2 hits in game 1, and he takes this one in the dirt. The count to 2-0, including an RBI double, and for Tyler Horner, it was his 19th double of the year, 2 off his own school record that he established last season. Hitters count for Ty at 2 balls and no strikes. And the righties pitch to him way outside, ball 3. I don't think he's going to see much of a pitch here. He did. Threw a fastball. Outer third for a strike. But Horner's taking all the way. Tech knows you don't win the game in the first inning, but you can try to add to it. The pitch to Horner, that's outside and low. So he adds to his career record total in walks. The batter is Julian Jones.
Batting third, the right fielder, Julian Jones.
Jones had a bloop single in the first inning of Game 1 today. Came into the afternoon hitting .353 with 11 home runs and 46 knocked in. And the pitch to Jones, inside fastball and low. That has been the issue in the numbers of Braden Proud. Almost as many walks as strikeouts. Big hole on the right side if Jones can find it. And the delivery, that's a strike. Same pitch, but about a baseball or so further closer to the plate. The count evens at a ball and a strike to the senior from Washougal, Washington. And Proud's pitch. Good curveball that time, and just barely getting a piece of it was Julian Jones. You face a pair of lefties to start against Tech, and then you really don't get to see how Proud will throw against a righty until you get to Jones. The 1-2. Hit him. They're loaded with nobody out for Matt Ortiz, just as it was in Game 1. The third baseman, Matt Ortiz. So after Bushnell put up a 4-run top half of the inning, in the blink of an eye, the Beacons now see Tech put the tying run to the plate. Matt Ortiz yet to hit a home run this year. And the pitch to him downstairs for ball 1. But Ortiz has 7 home runs in his career. Had a couple RBI in the opener to push his total to 48. That's second on the team to Tyler Horner's 60 RBI. Now it's 2-0. YT has already set a school record this year for most runs scored in a year. And they're pushing the hits total as well. Nowhere to put Matt Ortiz, and the pitch by the righties fouled away off the right field side. The count to 2-1. We are hoping to play tomorrow a doubleheader at 11. That's weather permitting, as we're supposed to get hammered with rain later this afternoon and most of the day tomorrow. 2-1. Ortiz fouls it off again. The beauty is if you get this game in, you've got Sunday as a buffer, and it's supposed to be 60 and sunny. Bases loaded, nobody out. Proud is 2-2. Outside and high. On deck is Calatam, who had a bases clearing double in the 6th inning of Game 1. 3-2 to Ortiz. Outside and low for ball 4. Tech on the board. It's 4-1.
The left fielder, Calatam.
So Calatam, the batter. And we're going to have a conversation on the mound as the pitching coach going to go out. Matt Hubbs to go and try to calm down the nerves of Braden Proud. As Oregon Tech still with nobody out here in the bottom of the 1st inning. And Calatam an opportunity representing the go-ahead run in the ball game. Tam drove in 4 in Game 1 despite only having 1 hit. So he's got Horner at 3rd. He's got Jones at 2nd. He's got Ortiz at 1st. And the pitch inside with a curveball misses for ball 1. Matt Ortiz with that RBI on the walk, now with 49 on the year. 1-0. Swung on, little lazy fly ball hit foul off the first base side from Calatam. The count to 1-1, and all of a sudden the wind picks up here at the ballpark. This is the wind we're used to. Foul pole to foul pole, left field to right. 1-1 pitch. Tam takes downstairs. 2-1. And we knew that when these storms would start to roll through, that the wind would pick up. They're loaded with nobody out. A hitter's count for Tam. The pitch to Kalalo again. Ball 3. It's 3-1. They walked Horner. They hit Jones. They walked Ortiz. 3-1. That's a strike. Pat Barry had started the game off with a double into left center field. Big pitch for Proud here. He has already thrown 22 pitches. The delivery, a swing and a miss. Tam down on strikes for the first out.
The first baseman, Garrett Smith.
And so Smitty a chance. He's a guy who could give Tech the lead with one swing. And the pitch to Smitty, swinging a line drive left field, coming in. Amaral will go over his head. One gonna score. They will hold Julian Jones at third on a Garrett Smith single. Amaral went up. I thought it was going to go over his head. It ended up not. But it is an RBI single for Garrett Smith, and it's 4-2.
The catcher, Ty Blakely.
First pitch that Garrett Smith sees, and he lines it in front of Amaral in left. So Tech's cut the lead in half. Here's Blakely. He takes a slider high. Ball 1. So after Bushnell had scored 4 in the first on 5 hits, Tech has come back and tried to answer. As Blakely hits a ground ball, that's through the left side of base hit. One will score. Here comes Ortiz. He's going to score as well, and this ball game is tied. Ty Blakely, a seeing eye single through the 5-6 hole. Bushnell says, I'll score 4. Tex says, so will we.
Courtesy runner for the catcher at first, 33, Michael Daniel, the batter. The center fielder, Dane Bradshaw.
So Ty Blakely on senior weekend comes through with a 2-run knock. And we're all square as Dean Bradshaw shows bunt, takes the pitch off the corner, ball 1. Dean Bradshaw had the collar in the opener. He went 0 for 3. As he swings and hits a fly ball dead center and deep. Out there waiting for it, Hudler circles under it, makes the catch, and makes a strong throw through to third base for the second out. As it'll be up to Corey Saracusa. Bradshaw's hit a couple balls hard today, but has nothing to show for it.
The second baseman, Corey Saracusa.
So Oregon Tech going to bat around in there first. Saracusa 2 hits in the opener today. Garrett Smith representing the go-ahead run out at second base. And the pitch to the plate, and Saracusa fouls it straight back, strike 1. Four runs, 3 hits for Tech, 4 runs, 5 hits for the Beacons. We're only in the first. 0-1. Saracusa ground ball back up the middle. It's gloved there. They only play to first. They get the out there, and the side is retired. I was hoping that ball was going to hit second base and kick away. But Carganelli makes the play. The inning is over. But Tech scores 4 on 3 hits. They strand 2. New scores. We go to the second. It's a 4-4 ball game.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Thank you very much. As Tech gets him even in their half of the first inning in a 4-4 ball game. 9-1-2 for Bushnell here in the second. And Cheney's pitch rolled foul. Remember how the first inning started? The fact that Cheney made a good pitch to the leadoff man and Richards, but he broke his bat and hit a little flare for a base hit. That started the floodgates as the fastball's there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Love Landon Cheney, the fact a guy who has really worked hard since coming to campus here 3 years ago and has just elevated his game a little by little every season as the toss downstairs. That velocity on that fastball has improved every year, now throws mid-80s. Has always had the swing and miss pitches with his off-speed stuff. 1-2. There's the breaking ball, and it's fouled off. A kid who played in Isaac Garcez's program over in Idaho Prospect Baseball, IPB, that he and former Tech head coach Jacob Garcez helped build back 10 years ago. 1-2. Swing and a miss. That was a nasty slider that time from Landon Cheney for the first out.
Catcher Max Richards.
Third strikeout already for Landon Cheney. And we'll flip the order back to the top, and Max Richards, who had that bloop single, and it was his spot in the order that came around to score on the single by Wilson. The pitch to the plate, a little high. It's an anomaly when you see a bat broken in a college game, let alone 3. As a toss to the plate, a high strike. And we're talking sawed-off bats, not end caps coming off, not cracked area around the knob. No, sawed off. It's a count to 2-1. Max Richards, right-hand batter, takes it downstairs. It's 3 balls and a strike. Went to Forest Grove High, went to Lower Columbia College. Now he shares time behind the plate with the area in the defense as that pitch lined to right, but Julian Jones had him played perfectly. Richards retired for the second out.
Third baseman Ethan Stacy.
Ethan Stacy doubled and scored in the first. Still remember a night in Eugene. This was back at the old ballpark, Civic Stadium. Legendary ballpark there in the Emerald Valley as the pitch fouled off. Burned down back in, I believe, 2012, but was one of the greatest wooden stadiums in the entire West. And they had no netting along the sides around the dugouts. As the pitch to home plate, a little outside, 1-1. And in a game, Eugene and Boise were playing. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 sawed-off bats ended up in the crowd. Stacy fouls one off the left field side. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 of them. And I remember the first 2, it landed where no one was sitting in the box seats. The next one drilled a guy. Another one hit a seat, kicked up in the air, and just destroyed the seat. As the pitch to Stacy, skied to center field. Dane Bradshaw went back, now comes in, circling into left center field. He makes the catch to retire the side. Luckily, no one got hurt that night. Easy inning for Landon Chaney in the second. We go home half of 2, tied at 4.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
Hey, grab me one too.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Leading off the Oregon Tech second, shortstop Patrick Berry.
Before we get going here in the second, I want to just thank all the parents and fans of the Owls today. It's kind of been overwhelming for me and for our staff up here in the booth today. As Pat Berry swings at the first pitch, and he hits a rocket down the right field line. That's going to end up in the corner. Pat Berry is going to end up at third with a triple. As Carganelli will make the throw through, but Berry's going to be easily in there. And on the very first pitch he sees, triples into the right field corner, and Tech has the go-ahead run in scoring position with nobody out. 5th triple of the year for Pat Berry.
Designated hitter Tyler Horner.
And so, to finish the thought, have had multiple parents come up, multiple emails, multiple texts today, just thanking us for being able to bring you these games, and it's been a fun ride. As the pitch to Tyler Horner, taken high for a ball. And especially when there's so many friends and family from outside of our area for being able to tune in and watch. Great opportunity. Horner walked his first time up and takes this one low, 2-0. So to me, I just say thank you. And I also say thank you for allowing your sons to be a part of our lives as well. 2-0. Horner takes it just above the letters, ball 3. Not only are these guys great ball players, but great men and also great students. Tyler Horner, 4.0 student in mechanical engineering. He takes strike 1 on the outside corner. He was the academic All-American of the Year a season ago. I'd be shocked if he isn't this year. His numbers are comparable, if not better. 3-1, taken downstairs for ball 4. They're at the corners with nobody out for Julian Jones. The right fielder, Julian Jones. Not sure if my microphone's working again or not. We've had issues with the mic cable throughout this year. Is Julian Jones the batter? And nearly got hit again. Been hit twice today. He sits right up on top of home plate. Now we got the microphone fixed. 11 home runs for Julian Jones. That wind gusting in from right field right now. As the pitch up high. I was thinking the wind was going to be going foul pole to foul pole. Now it is blowing straight in. So they're going to have a conversation. As Max Richards going to go out to the hill and chat with Braden Proud. As Tech with runners at the corners. Nobody out here in the second in a 4-4 ball game. And a hitter's count here for Julian Jones, looking to try to get on top of something. Get a ball in play and try to give his club the lead. The 2-0. Downstairs again, ball 3. Do they green light Julian Jones? They do not. It was right down the middle, called strike. In that first inning, Tech got a Matt Ortiz bases loaded walk. They got a Calatam RBI as well. That pitch fouled off. I should say they had a Garrett Smith RBI single. That made it 4-2, and then Ty Blakely tied it with a base hit. As the pitch. Jones swings, and it's a fly ball to right. Is it deep enough to score Barry? It'll be caught. Here comes Pat. The throw home up the line just a bit. And Julian Jones delivers with a sacrifice fly. And Oregon Tech has a 5-4 lead. Julian Jones into the teeth of that wind, able to get that one deep enough to score the run.
The third baseman, Matt Ortiz.
Hey, the microphone works. Tyler Horner stays over at first base. Matt Ortiz, the batter, walked his first time up. And he takes the fastball off the corner for ball 1. Braden Proud already has thrown 43 pitches. We are only in the second. He'll wait at the belt, now to the plate, nearly hit Ortiz. Actually, it was Ortiz who got hit by a pitch his first time up. Right off his foot. Tech has the lead at 5-4 in the second. And the pitch to Matt's line foul off the right field side. So now you got to play defensively a little different. And the way that I know the wind really shifted, if you think back last inning, that ball that Bradshaw caught, ball that started pretty much in center field, he ended up catching it in left center. As the toss to Ortiz skied into the teeth of that wind to right. Jennings underneath it, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. The batter is Calatam.
Left fielder, Calatam.
Calatam, 4 ribbies in the opener today. New career high for him, 42 on the season. As the right-hander to home plate. And that pitch chopped towards third. And there's the Kiger High. The Steen Sports Park hop is down to second. Will go Tam with a double. There's no chance for the third baseman there. Welcome to playing on turf or on grass. And that is going to be it for the right-hander. I would think. We'll see. Skipper going to go out, and he says we're done. Braden Proud's day is over. Here in the second inning, Bushnell going to go to their bullpen. Tech with second and third, and 2 outs, leading 5-4. We're back in 30 seconds.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
At Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls, we produce some of the highest paid graduates in the state. We also have a competitive athletic program, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14 to 1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
The new pitcher for Bushnell, right-hander Blake Stavros, 1-0, 4.20 ERA, has 2 saves. This his 13th appearance. In 15 innings, 7 runs, 14 hits, 7 walks, 13 strikeouts. Stavros, a junior from Willamette High in Eugene, so didn't go very far to play his college ball. He's a sinker baller, so he's their version of Alex Rodriguez. Trying to get out of a second and third 2-out jam after Colitam with a bat hop double down the line. The batter will be Garrett Smith, who singled in a run his first time up.
The first baseman, Garrett Smith.
And it was Smitty on the very first pitch he saw. Kind of a top spin liner that landed in front of Amaral out in left field. Tam at second, Horner at third with 2 outs. Tech with a run across. They lead 5-4. And the pitch by Stavros. That one's in the dirt. It kicks away, but not far enough for Tyler Horner to try and score. I think that one got the backside of Richards as he squatted down, and just that little bit of an oomph from the caboose was able to keep that ball from going all the way to the screen. That's knowing your body positioning as a catcher. It's an art for those guys, especially the guys at the top of the level. 1-0. That's upstairs. People think a catcher's job's throwing out a base here, calling a game. People forget calling a game and blocking a ball is so important. 2-0. Smith takes a healthy hack at a 2-seam fastball in on his hands. 2 balls and a strike the count with Ty Blakely, who had a 2-run single to tie the game last inning on deck. We're just in the second. 2-1. Late on a pitch. It's Garrett Smith, and it's 2-2. 3 home runs on the season for Garrett Smith. He has driven in 17. Tam at second, Horner at third, the 2-2 from Stavros on its way. It's a fastball swung on, popped up into right. Playable out there for Jennings, and he's got it to end the inning. But Tech will take the lead. 1 run. 2 hits, 2 left. We go to the third, brand new ball game. It's now Tech 5, Bushnell 4.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
At Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls, we produce some of the highest paid graduates in the state. We also have a competitive athletic program, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14-1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
Deck out in right center field. They are in full swing as we reach the 2 o'clock hour here in the basin as Jordan Wilson takes a curveball from Landon Cheney up high for ball one. Wilson delivered a check swing, 2-run single through the right side his first time up. That gave Bushnell the lead as he's laid on a breaking ball, and it's 1-1. I think it's a record. I think there's 17 cars out there. 1-1. That's down. At Mississippi State, it's the left field lounge now. Used to be the right field lounge for them way back in the day when Will Clark played there and Rafi Palmeiro. As the count goes to 3-1. Where they would drive their cars up to the outfield wall and it was just a party zone. Now they have the left field lounge. It's unbelievable. As that pitch skied to deep center. But the wind's going to hold this one up. And Dane Bradshaw will circle under it and have it for the first out. It's going to be tough to get a ball out to that part of the yard here in the nightcap.
Right fielder Albert Jennings.
So one away for Jennings. I had a good buddy, Travis Ray, who was the baseball contact at Mississippi State for 3 years when they debuted their new left field lounge. As that pitch skied again, same spot. Bradshaw this time a little bit more towards left center field, and he's got it for the second. Now pitching to contact, Landon Cheney.
Center fielder Will Hudler.
But I remember, now it's $10,000 investment into the Bulldog Club there just to be able to have a chance to buy tickets in that left field lounge. A big swing and a miss. But you go back and see some of those old footage from the early to mid 80s there in Starkville and how crazy a scene it was at those games. 0-2 now to Hudler, who struck out his first time up. Those SEC teams nowadays have some great yards. As that pitch a little high. Last year I got a chance to see Auburn's field when we were back in that area for the NAI Softball World Series, and Auburn's ballpark was getting renovated. 1-2. Hudler, little dribbler right to Cheney, fields his position perfectly and throws him out. 1-2-3. Third inning for Landon Cheney and the Owls. We go bottom three. Tech with a 5-4 lead.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Tech will send the bottom of their order here in the third of the plate against the right-hander Blake Stavros. In his first full inning of work, he came in and got Garrett Smith to fly out to end the last half inning. As the pitch is a little low and a light rain has started to fall here at the ballpark. We knew it was inevitable that the rain was going to come, and we apologize for our look of our stream, as it could be difficult to see at some point. We don't have windshield wipers. As a fastball this time, a strike to Ty Blakely, and it's 1-1. But that's the beauty. You got me. I can tell you what's going on even if you can't see it, which is better than a lot of the streams you see across this league. The pitch to Blakely, slider outside and low. I will give the folks at Bushnell a lot of credit. They have a very good stream for their baseball team at Hamlin Sports Complex. I think it's actually the Hamlin Family Center, I believe is what the right name is, as Blakely fouls it off. It's 2-2. They're able to tap into the University of Oregon, which is literally across the street from the Bushnell campus, and tap into some of their communication students to call their games. It's a great tool to have. 2-2 to Ty Blakely is popped up right near the pitcher's mound. Who wants it? Stavros going to just do it himself. Usually you don't like your pitcher to do that, but he was still up on the hill and didn't want to have someone have to climb it to try to make a play.
Center fielder Dane Bradshaw.
One out here in the Oregon Tech third. But you go to other schools around the league and, hey, here's a video and here you go. Pitch outside and low for a ball. Got to give a shout out to my buddy Brian Danner, who's the radio guy up at Lewis Clark State. He'll be calling their doubleheader coming up later today in Lewiston against UBC. As Bradshaw takes a strike, it's 1-1. Know that there's probably a lot of folks in Vancouver and also in Lewiston that are following this one, because one of those teams will play Oregon Tech in their opener at the conference tournament, as Bradshaw skies one deep but foul off the right field side. The count to 1-2. Bushnell will most likely play College of Idaho in the tournament opener, and will have to come right back around and play the regular season champion with a win later that day. 1-2 to Bradshaw. Is a swing and a fly ball into right center field, fairly deep, but the wind will hold this one up, and Hudler into right center makes the catch. Again, ball not going to carry right now anywhere in this ballpark.
The second baseman, Corey Siracusa.
So 2 outs for Corey Siracusa. Siracusa flew out to end the first when Tech batted around for 4. And the delivery by Stavros, a strike. On deck waits Pat Barry, who has a double and a triple to his name here in Game 2. The 0-1. And Siracusa hits a pop-up into right. Jennings will drift back, now come in, and he's got it to end the inning. And for the first time here in the nightcap, Tech turned away in order. We go to the fourth. Tech still leading 5-4.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Recap this one as we welcome you back here to Klamath Falls, Oregon. Tech leading 5-4 as we head to the middle innings, and Landon Cheney misses to Cade Chris for ball one. Bushnell sent 8 to the plate in their first. They scored 4. As the 1-0 to the plate, that one hits Chris right in the back, and the tying run now aboard for the Beacons. They got a Jordan Wilson 2-run single, and then this guy, Colby Amaral, doubled off the right field wall to plate 2.
Left fielder Colby Amaral.
But then Tech answered. They sent 9 to the plate in the bottom of the first inning and plated 4 themselves. Ty Blakely tied it with a 2-run single. Amaral shows bunt, and he takes a pitch a little low for ball one. With that rain falling down, we know that it won't be the easiest thing for you to see on the screen. We'll turn it into more of a radio-style broadcast. As I mentioned, we don't have windshield wipers to be able to keep the camera clear. So we apologize for that. Cheney to home plate, showing bunt again. Offering at it was Amaral for strike one, as Bushnell looking to try and play small ball. We talked about the weather pushing in. Ominous clouds now encircle the ballpark. And you can see the rain coming down right now. Not a heavy rain, though. A ball and a strike the count to the number 7 hitter in the Bushnell order. Chris, the runner, over at first base. And he goes, and the pitch is a dribbler hit right back to the hill, and by sending the runner, they avoid a double play. Just as if it was a bunt, and Amaral able to get Chris into scoring position, and now Bushnell have 2 cracks at trying to get the tying run across.
Second baseman Reese Carganilla.
Up steps Reese Carganilla, at a base hit in game 1. Right-handed batter from the state of Hawaii. Outfield comes in a few paces all the way around. As Cheney's pitch to the plate is just off the outside corner, ball 1. That pitch has been a strike at times during the game, but not there for Landon Cheney, as Blakely framed it on the outer third. He sets up outside again as the 1-0 pitch by the junior is swung on, and a line drive into left for a base hit. Colatam will play it on 2 hops. They will hold the runner at third as Carganilla comes through with a base hit. The 6th hit on the afternoon for Bushnell batters. And to the bottom of the order in Jake Stoner.
The shortstop, Jake Stoner.
So now how do the Beacons play it? How cute do they try to get that tying run from third in? Carganilla, 4 of 5 in stolen base chances on the season. Cheney's pitch showing bunt, and the pitch is taken just off the plate for ball 1. Not a squeeze bunt, but it was a good hard secondary lead by Chris down there at the third base back. 1-0. They show bunt again. This time it's a strike. Landon Cheney can field his position with the best of them. He's also a reserve middle infielder for Tech. And They will check the runner over at first. Bushnell tried to steal a run in the first inning of game 1 today on a similar play. When they threw to first, runner at third tried to break for home and was thrown out. 1-1 pitch showing bunt again. It's a push bunt. The runner's going to be checked to there. They'll throw to first. They get the out. They advance the runner to second, but unable to score the runner from third. Interesting play. It will go as a sacrifice to move the runner to second for Max Richards.
The catcher, Max Richards.
So now the go-ahead run is in scoring position. Max Richards had a base hit his first time up. 1 for 2 on the day. And Cheney from the full windup, his sliders off the corner for ball 1. Softball has gone final. Oregon Tech has knocked off College of Idaho 9-0. It's the count to 2-0 here. However, in LeGrand, Southern Oregon is leading Eastern Oregon 4-0. 2-0. Downstairs again, ball 3. And in softball, Tech needing 2 Eastern wins and a sweep of C of I to win the conference title. It's a slim way to try to do it. 3-0. That's ball 4. They walk the leadoff man in the order, and Ethan Stacy will be the batter. And they will run for the catcher. Justin Durnill will go out to the mound and have the conversation with Landon Cheney. As Stacy, the batter. And Stacy, his first time up, doubled into the right field corner to put runners at second and third. His last time up, Ethan Stacy skied out to right field as the rain starts to come down a little bit harder. And now they'll go out to the hill and break up the conversation with Blakely and Cheney. Tech trying to get out of this jam here in the 4th inning with the lead. As Chris now is at third. Arganilla is at second. And Ha over at first. Tech will shade him a little bit around to the left. Big gap in right center field. And from the full windup, Landon Cheney with a 2-seam fastball off the outer third for ball 1. The ever-dangerous Jordan Wilson is the man on deck. You'd love to see him lead off the 5th. The delivery nearly hit him. 2 balls, no strikes. Landon Cheney has thrown 68 pitches. There is no one throwing behind him in the Tech pen. The Owls leading by a score of 5-4. 2-0 pitch. It missed again. That's 7 in a row missed by Cheney. I don't know if the rain has anything to do with that or not, but you know Stacy's not green lighted 3-0. And he takes the heavy fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Huge pitch here for Cheney, trying to get out of this jam. With the bases loaded and 2 out, the 3-1. That's downstairs, and we're tied. Bases loaded walk brings in Cade Chris from third base. And we got ourselves a 5-5 ball game, and trouble coming up in the form of Jordan Wilson.
Designated hitter Jordan Wilson.
Landon Cheney has walked now 2 back-to-back. Hadn't walked a batter before that, and now misses again to Wilson for ball 1. And Tech quickly trying to get someone up and hot in the bullpen. It's Caleb Randolph. As Cheney misses again, 2-0. And Landon working quickly. As Tech trying to get Randolph hot in the pen in a hurry. 2-0 to the plate. Ball 3 inside. And Cheney laboring here in the 4th. He's got to get one over. 3-0. That's low again, ball 4. And Bushnell's taken the lead on 3 consecutive 2-out walks. And it's a 6-5 lead for the Beacons.
Right fielder Albert Jennings.
Now Ty Blakely going to go out to the hill. And this is just a stall tactic to try to get Caleb Randolph hot. And I look down in towards the Tech bullpen, and he is down there cranking. And it's one of those opportunities in which Blakely is going to take as long as he can out there. He's going to walk back to the mound, and I wouldn't be surprised if Ricky Walker were to come out, and he would take the slowest of walk as well. Cheney was cruising along. As the pitch to Jennings. That's not even close. Ball 1. And just a rough patch right here for Landon Cheney as he has now thrown 76 pitches here in the 4th. 1-0. Swung on, base hit through the left side, could pick up 2. 1 will score. They'll wave Stacy around, and the ball gets bobbled by Colatam. It's going to allow a runner to move up 90 feet. It is now 8-5 in favor of Bushnell. As Tam spiked that throw out in left field and allowed the runner, Wilson, to get an extra 90 feet. And that will be it for the starter, Landon Cheney, as he cannot work out of inning number 4. As Bushnell, for the second time today, is able to score 4 in an inning. And while the change is made, we'll take this timeout.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Three and 2/3, 8 runs, 7 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. The batter's Will Hudler with runners at the corners and 2 outs. And Caleb Randolph's fastball misses low for a ball. Playing in the elements, something you have to deal with. Not knowing what the surface is out there on the hill right now. I noticed Randolph sticking a little bit during his warm-up pitches as the delivery of the plate fouled off. Caleb Randolph making appearance number 13. That's tied for the staff high. 1-0 record, a 1.37 ERA, and he has a save. In 19 2/3 innings, allowed just 3 earned runs on 8 hits, 9 walks, 20 strikeouts. And the righty's curveball misses high. Randolph last worked on Saturday against Corbin through a scoreless 6th inning that afternoon. 2-1. Swung on, hard hit ground ball to third. Ortiz will go the short way to get out of the inning and end the frame. But Bushnell has taken the lead with a 4-run 4th inning. 4 runs, 2 hits, an error, and 2 men left. We are headed to the bottom of the 4th. It's now Bushnell 8 and Tech 5.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
At Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls, we produce some of the highest paid graduates in the state. We also have a competitive athletic program, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14-1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
Leading off the Oregon Tech 4th, shortstop Patrick Berry.
It's been a big day for Patrick Berry for Oregon Tech as we welcome you back here to Klamath Falls. 8-5, Bushnell has the lead. Patrick Berry, 5 hits on the day. And he takes a curveball for a strike from Stavros, who now is the pitcher of record for the Beacons. Berry doubled and scored in the first, tripled and scored in the second. And Stavros to the plate, and a fastball just off the outer third. And the count to 1-1. Light rain is keeping the infield surface wet enough. Hasn't dried out yet. 1-1. Swung on, line drive, left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Hudler will cut it off, then overrun the ball, and that's going to allow Patrick Berry into second with a single and an error. He is now a homer away from the cycle.
Designated hitter Tyler Horner.
Hudler hustling over to cut it off and then basically overran the baseball. So Berry 6 for 6. Tyler Horner, the batter. Nearly hit him. Tyler Horner here in the nightcap has walked twice. As the righty delivers. That's just off the outside corner, 2-0. Tyler Horner reached base in Game 1 and Game 2. He has now reached safely in 55 consecutive games, dating back to last year. As a toss to tie, a changeup outside again for ball 3. And just as it was in the first inning when Bushnell grabbed the lead, Tech just seemingly just keeps putting pressure on the Beacons. The 3-0 to Horner. There's ball 4. So for the third time today, Tyler Horner walks.
right fielder Julian Jones.
The batter, Julian Jones. The senior from Washougal, Washington. Jones has been hit by a pitch, has added a sacrifice fly. Then he shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and he takes it downstairs for a ball. Does Tech try the double steal on a bunt? And it looks like a little conversation between Stavros and the pitching coach. He's trying to figure out, how do we pitch to Julian Jones with representing the tying run in this ball game? And plate umpire will go out, break up the conversation with nobody out here in the inning. With Barry at second, and Tyler Horner at first. Pat Barry with a 6-hit day. His batting average is going to be creeping towards the 400 mark again. See how Tech plays it with a 1-ball, no-strike count. They will back pick to second. They back pick Corey Saracusa with the shortstop Stoner cutting in behind him in the first game. The pitch to Jones. Swung on, popped up, middle of the infield. Infield fly will be called. And making the catch there is Carganilla for the out. Jones tried to jump on a 1-0 fastball and got right underneath it. One out in the inning.
The third baseman, Matt Ortiz.
The batters, Matthew Ortiz. 8-5 Bushnell. They've out-hit Tech 7-6. Ortiz had a bases-loaded walk earlier in the game. And the pitch to Ortiz inside and high. Both starters are gone. Bushnell's starter, Braden Proud, couldn't get out of the second. Tech starter, Landon Cheney, couldn't get out of the fourth. 1-0. Swung on a high fly ball deep left. Drifting back goes the left fielder near the warning track, near the wall. That ball's off the wall. Ortiz will be at second with a double, and Tech has the lead. Cut the lead to 8-6. Up against the wall was Amaral out there trying to make a play and just couldn't.
Left fielder Kala Tam.
Wind kept that ball in the ballpark. But right up against the wall, Amaral jumped up as high as he could, just couldn't make the play. Second and third with one out. The pitch to Kala Tam misses low. Tyler Horner able to move to third base. The delivery. Strike one. Kala Tam had a 3-run double over the center fielder Hudler's head in the 6th inning of the opener. Tech trying to get even here in the 4th. The righty's pitch. Downstairs with a fastball. That ball just kept carrying off the bat of Ortiz, but right up against the wall, Amaral just couldn't make the play. 2-1. Swung on, line drive, base hit, that's in the left. In comes Horner. Right behind him is Ortiz, and this ball game is tied. Colatam does it again. 2-run single into left, and we are tied at 8. And that will be it for Stavros, as they will go and make a change. The battle of the bullpens will continue, and while the change is made right here in Klamath Falls, we'll take this time out.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
At Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls, we produce some of the highest paid graduates in the state. We also have a competitive athletic program, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14-1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
Garrett Smith.
New pitcher in for Bushnell is right-hander Tyler Bittinger, making his 12th appearance of the season, 0-2 record with a 5.71 ERA, and he has a couple saves. 17 in the third innings, he's allowed 11 earned runs, 16 hits, 5 walks, and 14 strikeouts, and his fastball is strike to Garrett Smith, 0-1. Bittinger, 5'10", a junior from Newport, transferred in from Chemeketa Community College. Garrett Smith has an RBI single on the day. Is the slider on the outside corner. Smitty didn't like that. It's 0-2. Colatam with a 2-run single here in the 4th inning has tied the game at 8. Still only 1 out of the inning. And the delivery is swinging a hit foul off the inside part of the plate and into the Bushnell dugout. Stavros went an inning and 2/3, 3 runs, all earned, 3 hits and a walk. The runner at first belongs to him. Ty Blakely waits in the on-deck circles. The rain continues to fall. 0-2. That's taken low by Smith. You know that Colatam a threat to go over there at first base. 23 stolen bases on the year for him. Long pause. Runner will go this time, and the pitch popped up on the infield. The inning's going to be over. It's going to be an unassisted double play. Tam went on the run and hit. Smith pops it up to the first baseman, Christ, who just grabs it, touches the pillow, and ends the inning. But Tech is able to get even. They score 3 times. On 3 hits, there was an error, and nobody left. Brand new ball game. As we go to the 5th, we're tied at 8.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from less.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Been an entertaining first 4 innings. We're tied at 8. Cade Krista started off for Bushnell in their half of the 5th. And Caleb Randolph misses upstairs with a breaking ball, nothing 1-0. 8 runs, 8 hits, an error for Tech. 8 runs, 7 hits, an error for the Beacons of Bushnell University. It's a count to 2-0. It used to be Northwest Christian College for a while, then it was Northwest Christian University, and then back, I think it was 2017, they became Bushnell. 2-0. Swung on, popped up behind the plate. Who wants it? It's in foul territory. Ortiz locates it and has it. It wasn't an easy play. But Matthew able to make the play for the out. And a great job by Randolph there, pointing out exactly where the ball was. Blakely, with the mask off, couldn't find it right away.
Left fielder Colby Emerald.
My wife and I know my wife's paying attention right now, and she always hates it when I bring her up, but we were talking about it a couple of weeks ago. Can't remember exactly what we were watching, but one of the sponsors, I think it was golf. I think it was the Masters maybe, and Bushnell was the binoculars company was one of the sponsors. And we made the comment and said, how in the world does Bushnell University not have Bushnell as a major sponsor? It's like the easiest match made. Now, maybe they do. I've always thought, whoever the marketing folks there in Eugene, hey, seems like a no-brainer to me. And maybe they had, and Bushnell said, no, but you got a college name, well, not really named after you, but you do. Amaral doubled home a pair back in the first. And Randolph's pitch right there for a strike. Caleb Randolph, a big guy. He stands 6'4". He's 215. Heavy downward motion with that fastball. Outfield straight away. There's the 2-2 to Amaral. Fastball right there. I don't know where that one missed. I was waiting for the right hand to come up. In the first inning, it was like the most delayed reaction for a strike 3 call. Blakely looked back, go, where was that? So Amaral gets the benefit of the doubt. 3-2. That's low. So a base runner with 1 out. Go ahead, run a board for Bushnell for Carganilla.
Second baseman Reese Carganilla.
It was Carganilla who singled his last time up. And they will lift Amaral for a runner. And it will be Jacob Wood to run.
Pitcher please running at first, 44, Jacob Wood.
Bushnell has a deep, deep roster. And so they've got plenty of guys that if they need to have a run, they will. The pitch to home plate, a slider outside and low. The third baseman, Ortiz, playing even with the bag. Tech playing double play depth up the middle. Randolph in his first full inning of work. the 1-0. Swung on, popped up off the right field side, foul territory. Jones over to have a look, but it's well out of play. The opener today, Timmy Williams went 6. No runs, 2 hits. Picked up win number 7 on the year. He worked out a couple jams early and then just pitched well late as the count moves to 1-2. Saw Jessica Garces in the crowd today with her kids. Made the drive up from Sonoma County to watch the game. The wife of former Tech skipper Jacob Garces, now the head coach at Sonoma State. 1-2. Fouled off. And I know she's here for the senior class just because they made a major impact on their lives while they were here in the Basin. $18 of them will be honored tomorrow. Runner at first with 1 away, and Randolph to the plate. The fastball is low. Caden Melzer and Alex Rodriguez playing catch with the football down in the pen. One of those two, I would think, would be the next that we would see. 2-2. Fouled off again by Carganilla. The shortstop, Jake Stoner, waits on deck. We are in the 5th in game 2 today. After game 1 went 2 hours and 1 minute. The delivery. It's ball 3. Carganilla does not have a big strike zone. He stands 5'7". Unlike a couple of the guys on the Beacons Club that are well over 6 feet tall. 3-2. He fouls it off one more time. Great at bat here for Carganilla. 9th pitch of the at bat. With the go-ahead run standing at first base here in the 5th inning. In an 8-8 ball game. Randolph's pitch, slined into center field. Bradshaw comes in, he'll make the catch. He'll try to throw back through to first base, but hustling back to the bag went Wood. 2 outs.
Shortstop Jake Stoner.
And to the bottom of the Beacons order, and Jake Stoner, the shortstop. Stoner came in for Chase Nye in the opener after Nye was injured on a play at home plate in which he crashed into Tyler Horner in a collision when he was thrown out trying to score on a pickoff move. Stoner takes one high. Ball 1. Tech will have the cycle watch coming up sooner than later. Pat Barry is a homer away from the cycle. As a count to 2-0 for Caleb Randolph. He has singled, he has doubled, he has tripled. Eight tie, 2 outs in the 5th, and Randolph's pitch misses again. And he got the leadoff guy in Max Richards waiting on deck, and it was this part of the order last inning when Bushnell was able to piece together a rally. 3-0. That's a strike. That heavy four-seam fastball from the kid from Crater High School. There'll be another Crater Comet coming to Tech next year to play men's basketball as well. 3-1. That's strike 2. Kyle Biddle headed there. He's the younger brother of the big post for the University of Oregon, all Big Ten selection. Runner will go on a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Stoner. The inning is over. Big punch out there for Caleb Randolph. We're halfway home in game 2, tied at 8.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
At Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls, we produce some of the highest paid graduates in the state. We also have a competitive athletic program, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14:1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
It'll be senior Ty Blakely, senior Dane Bradshaw, senior Corey Siracusa to bat here in the Tech 5th inning against the right-hander in Tyler Bittinger. In an 8-8 ball game, it is Bittinger and Randolph's ball game right now. Blakely had a 2-run single his first time up. And he takes a pitch down and away for a ball. Tech got 3 in the 4th to tie it. Colatam with a 2-run single got him even. As a delivery to the plate, a good slider for a Bittinger, and it's 1-1. Bushnell has had leads of 4-0 and 8-5. Tech's only lead was at 5-4. 1-1. Slider again. And throwing from that arm slot that Bittinger has. Got to shorten up your swing on that pitch because that's a doozy. You can hear the wind howling. 1-2 to the plate. It's a fastball. I don't think Blakely went around. He did not. The count to 2-2. Temperature here has also dropped in probably the last 20 to 30 minutes. Definitely a lot chillier than it was when we started today. 2-2. Fastball just on the outside corner. There's that delayed reaction for the plate umpire for the first out. Where was that last inning when we needed it?
Center fielder Dane Bradshaw.
Blakely watches strike 3 go by for the first out here in the inning. See if Dane Bradshaw can finally get lucky. He has hit balls hard all day long, but has nothing to show for it. He'll try to drag it bunt down the line, and nice job by Stacy, the third baseman, to touch it foul. Bradshaw last weekend had a 9-game hit streak snapped. Tech wearing the powder blue tops today. He comes over and has a word with Richards, the catcher, and the plate umpire. Tech has out-hit Bushnell 8-7. And the toss to home plate hits Bradshaw on the backside. Go ahead, run a board for Tech here in the 5th.
The second baseman, Corey Siracusa.
And up steps Corey Siracusa. Siracusa is 0 for 2 in the nightcap. Bradshaw threat to go over there at first base. 11 stolen bases on the year. 35 stolen bases for Dane in his college career. And they'll throw over to first and keep him close. That ranks in the top 10 in program history. The righty's pitch, double play ball, hit towards short. Easy flip there for one. And for the second straight inning, a double play gets Bushnell out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the sixth, still tied at 8.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Tech will turn it over to Alex Rodriguez here in the 6th inning. As A-Rod will traverse the top of the Bushnell order. Max Richards, the catcher, to start it off. And the slider is downstairs for a ball. Rodriguez making his 12th appearance, 3-0 record, a 1.82 ERA. In 24 2/3 innings, 5 runs, 23 hits, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts. The sinker baller wants to get ground balls. But he misses twice to Richards, ball 1 and ball 2. Rain has stopped, at least for the present time. But it has gotten dark here at the ballpark. 2-0. Ground ball, chop foul. And you'll see a lot of ground balls by Rodriguez. Guy who comes in and his job is to get outs. Caleb Randolph went an inning and a third, no runs, a walk, and a strikeout. 2-1. Rodriguez off the outer third, 3-1. Richards has a base hit today. He has also walked, and he hits this one foul off the left field side. Third pitcher used by Ricky Walker here in game 2. Landon Chaney went the first 3 2/3. And then it was Randolph. Payoff pitch, Slider swung on, dropped by Blakely. Right out of the glove. A catcher always wants that one. Richards right on top of the plate from the right-hand side. And A-Rod's pitch, that's high. Lead-off walk here in the inning for Bushnell. And we've seen the Beacons play small ball here today. We'll see if that will continue.
Third baseman Ethan Stacy.
Dylan Ha back to run at first for the catcher. He's been there all day. Ethan Stacy, the batter. He takes strike one from Rodriguez. Normally you would see kind of a shift put on, but more of a double play depth, knowing that Rodriguez gets ground balls. But he hits Stacy in the backside. Not a good start for Rodriguez. And now the tying run, I should say the go-ahead run in scoring position for Bushnell. And a dangerous guy in Jordan Wilson coming up.
Designated hitter Jordan Wilson.
Jordan Wilson, 1 for 2 with 3 RBI. And the pitch, he shows bunt and he drops it down foul. Strike one. Singled home a pair with a base hit through the right side back in the first. And in the 4-run fourth, he reached on a bases loaded walk to plate a run. Hot second, Stacy at first. Tech will make a play back to second, but not even getting a huge lead out there at the bag was Ha. Now, if you were to go to the exact same play back to back, you might get him flat-footed. You don't expect that to happen. Corners come in. The pitch bunted right in front of the plate. Blakely going to try to go to third. Do they get the out there? Yes. They'll throw back throw to first, and they say no. So they get the out at third. Ty Blakely to Ortiz. And then Matty tried to get it over to first. So the bunt unsuccessful. And the batter is Albert Jennings.
Right fielder Albert Jennings.
And they're going to ask for a clarification there at third. It looked like an out to me. And you can hear the crowd down below talking, saying, hey, was an easy out. Blakely with a good strong throw down to the third base back after the bunt didn't get off the dirt. And now they will have a conversation, plate umpire and field umpire. That's not the field umpire, say the plate umpire's job to be able to watch that play. And I don't think I saw anything out of the ordinary on the play that would make you want to overturn it. And they say you're out after a very quick discussion. The batter is Albert Jennings. Jennings 2 for 3 with a couple knocked in. And he takes a fastball just off the outside corner for ball one. Jennings punched a base hit through the left side back in the fourth. That made it an 8-5 ball game. 1-0. Just off the outer third. Tech outfield playing a little bit around to right for Jennings. And Rodriguez to the plate. That's a slider. 2-1 the count. That light rain starts to fall once again here at the ballpark. Most of the rain, at least for now, has been east of the area, out near Bly Mountain. As Jennings takes one in the dirt, it's going to kick away and allow the runners to advance. As Rodriguez, that one was down in the dirt, trying to go off speed once again. So all of a sudden, we'll see if Tech will bring the infield in or not with one out. Jennings' job here, if you get a ball in play, you're going to score a run, as long as it's on the ground or a fly ball. 3-1 pitch. That's inside and low. So they're loaded. And the batter is Will Hudler.
The center fielder, Will Hudler.
And that's going to bring Justin Durnill out to the mound to have a chat. Justin Durnill in his second year with the program. Played collegiately at Sterling College back in Kansas. Again, elsewhere around the league, I believe Lewis Clark State and UBC are underway up in Lewiston. They are. They're in the bottom of the first inning. That game is scoreless between UBC and LC. Ryan Bytel on the mound for UBC. And Jaden Williamson was the starter, but he's been lifted after 18 pitches. That's not good for Lewis Clark State. He is their ace. And the pitch to the plate popped up into right. I don't know if it's deep enough. Jones comes in. He makes the catch. They will not tag the runner. No one wants to challenge that arm. 2 outs for Cade Christ.
The first baseman, Cade Christ.
And I know that Julian Jones has had arm problems for the majority of this year, playing through it. But still, there's no better right fielder in this league. As the pitch to the plate to Christ, just low for ball 1. They are loaded with 2 outs. Rodriguez trying to work out of a pressure cooker in the pitch. That's a strike. Stacy the runner at third. Wilson the runner at second. Jennings the runner at first. All run well. 1-1. Low and Blakely with the block. Keeps that one from getting to the screen and giving Bushnell the lead. The Beacons without a hit here in the inning, but they have them loaded. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. 2-1. High with a fastball. And the Beacons were the benefit of a couple bases loaded walks back in the 4th inning. A wide one here would give them the lead back. 3-1. Swung on, fly ball right. Jones has to come in. Can he get there? No! It drops in front of him. 2 will score, and it is 10-8 Bushnell. That wind just picked up right at the last minute. Jones came in, had to make a dive on the play, and just could not squeeze it. A 2-run single for Cade Christ. And Bushnell's gotten the lead back.
Left fielder Dylan Carson.
Off the bat, I thought, okay, the inning was over. But that wind helped the Beacons out there as that pitch skied down the line into right. Long, long run again, and it will land foul. And not able to get much of a jump on that was Julian Jones. That first step he had and he nearly fell down. As that outfield grass definitely wet from the moisture. As I mentioned, the rain has picked up once again. And that wind is gusting straight in from right field. Normally the wind blows out to right, which would carry that ball out to Jones. That was the first hit of this inning given up by Rodriguez as the delivery fouled off. So Bushnell able to regain the lead again. Tech will have the top of their order coming up in the 6th. The 0-2 from Rodriguez is a breaking ball, fouled off again. Off the bat of Dylan Carson. Carson got the start in left field in game 1. He was 0 for 3. Oh, 2 again, fouled off. Working away is Rodriguez. That rain coming down in earnest now. Quite possibly the hardest we've seen it come down thus far this afternoon. First and third with 2 outs, and another 0-2. There's a swing and a miss. This time it's hung on by Blakely to end the inning. However, Bushnell back on top. 2 runs a hit, they leave 2. We're going bottom 6. Tech trailing 10-8.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition.
We knew the rain was going to come at some point. It is here. Top of the order for Tech and Patrick Barry, and he swings at the first pitch and skies one into foul territory down the left field side. And the wind will push this one foul, strike 1. Barry, a guy who has yet to hit a home run this year, had 3 last season, but a home run for Pat Barry would give him the cycle. He has singled, doubled, and tripled already through the first 5 innings. As he and Tyler Horner yet to be retired today. Bittinger now in line for a win. As the fastball missed inside to Barry, it's 1-1. Looking at the radar from the National Weather Service, this rain looks like it will not stop for the rest of the afternoon. So we're in it for the long haul. 1-1, way outside. Luckily, the field can take plenty of moisture, but it's imperative for Tech to try and get a lead. As the toss outside again, ball 3. Looking down into the OIT bullpen. Caden Melzer now starting to loosen. 3-1. That's inside for Barry. And Tech will bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Tyler Horner.
designated hitter Tyler Horner.
Horner's walked all 3 times. Represents the tying run in a downpour here at Steen Sports Park. And Bittinger's pitch is fouled away off the left field side for strike 1. I talked about the high school baseball games that are most likely just underway over at Mazama High School. It's not going to be pretty for them. 0-1. Horner nearly hit by a slider. It's 1-1. Tech trailing 10-8, both teams with 8 hits and an error. But it's been walks that have given Bushnell the runs. They'll throw over to first again. As 6 walks by Oregon Tech pitching, and 4 of them have come around to score. 1-1. Horner swings and lines a base hit into right field. And Tyler Horner stays perfect. 7 hits away from 300. And Julian Jones comes up with the tying runs on.
Right fielder Julian Jones.
As I like to say, Tech had to deal with the elements of the top half, and now Bushnell has to do it in the back half. Tying run now at first base in the form of Horner. And the pitch to Jones. Now it hits him in the backside again. He gets hit one more time. They're loaded for Matt Ortiz.
Third baseman Matt Ortiz.
It's the 4th time today Ortiz has come up with the bases loaded. He has popped out, he has singled home 2, and he walked with the bases loaded. And the righty's pitch, down low for ball 1. Every time Bushnell has taken the lead today, Tech has immediately answered. Nowhere to put the senior from Garden Grove, California, in the delivery. Outside again for ball 2. Looking in the Bushnell bullpen, I do not see anyone throwing behind Bittinger. And all of a sudden, looks like some diamond dry going to need to be put out in some of the areas on the field, especially behind home plate and near first base. They're going to have to do a little work at some point. 2-0 to Ortiz. That's a strike. Matt's last time up, he doubled off the wall in deep left field. That was back in a 3-run 4th inning. Bittinger set, 2-1 to the plate. Swung on, line drive at second. They'll back pick to second for an out. Oh my. As they get Horner there. That ball scorched off the bat of Matt Ortiz. There's nothing that Tyler Horner could do. Huge play for the Beacons.
Left fielder Kala Tam.
So the inning changes in a flash. Unlucky play there. Now it's Calatam. And the pitch to him up high. You thought, okay, huge inning potential for Tech. Now Bittinger an out away from getting out of it with the lead. 1-0 to Tam. Way outside with a slider. Garrett Smith is the guy on deck. You can hear the rain coming down. Swung on, popped up to left, should end the inning. Out there waiting for it, Wilson can't make the play! He dropped the baseball! 2 will score for Tech. And we are tied at 10. Looking up into the rain, and Dylan Carson drops the baseball. It'll be a 2-base error, no RBI, and we're tied at 10 again. Wow.
The first baseman, Garrett Smith.
Routine fly ball to left, and Bushnell can't make the play. Wow. Now it's up to Garrett Smith to try to get Tech the lead back. And the pitch to him, a strike. I feel for Bittinger. He made the pitch to get him out of the inning. Both runs come in on the drop fly ball. And the toss to Smith fouled off. And looking how the field is right now, if Smith gets out, we might have a stoppage. Big pitch here. Runner goes from third. The pitch grounded to third, and they will tag the runner out there to end the inning. But Tech gets even here in the frame. 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 laugh. To the 7th we go in a 10-10 ball game.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Hey, grab me one too.
At Oregon Tech and Klamath Falls, we produce some of the highest paid graduates in the state. We also have a competitive athletic program, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14 to 1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Alex Rodriguez gave up a couple runs in the 6th. Now it's Caden Melzer who will take over on the mound. Hard throwing right-hander. He'll face Carganilla to start it off, and the pitch line to left, a base hit. And you can see how much moisture on the ball as it rolled out to Colatam out in left. You could just see the water puddling up on the ball. And so Carganilla's second hit of the day. The batter is Jake Stoner. And now the umpires are asking for time. I think they're going to send the teams off the field to be able to put some diamond dry down. and try to see how much we can play today before they will have to put the tarp on. And this was the thing that we were concerned about as the day started. And you can see them putting the diamond dry out on the mound. They'll also put some out near second base. And the redshirt players for Tech, even Tim Williams, who threw game one, he's going to do some work behind the plate. I was talking with Justin Durnill before the game, and he talked about that they've only used 4 bags of Diamond Dry and Turfus so far this season. So they've got a full pallet and a half that they would need to be able to keep the area in decent shape. But the skipper going to go out as well for Bushnell and talk about things. And so we are in a little bit of a delay. It gives me, for the first time today, to use the rain delay mix for the season, as they will do their best to try to get as much of baseball in today, knowing the weather forecast tomorrow is not good. The weather tomorrow is expected to be worse. However, Sunday is supposed to be sunny and 60. And so that's the difficult call for the umpire crew and the coaches, knowing we had a 10-10 ball game. And whether or not they're going to look to tarp it, and that's what they're going to do. We're going to put the tarp down. And so we will decide to tarp the field at this point and await to see whether or not this rain will stop and give us a chance to play baseball the rest of the way. So we'll step aside here from the ballpark. We'll play a couple commercials. We'll keep the stream rolling. When we get a decision, we will let you know. We're tied at 10 here in inning number 7 in a rain delay in Klamath Falls.
Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls is the home of Oregon's Polytechnic University. We offer hands-on experience from day one in our real-world teaching labs, and we produce some of the highest-paid graduates in the state, entering some of the most exciting and in-demand fields in STEM and healthcare. But did you know? We also have one of the most competitive athletic programs in the NAIA's Cascade Conference, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14-1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Hey, grab me one too.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Hey, grab me one too.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls is the home of Oregon's Polytechnic University. We offer hands-on experience from day one in our real-world teaching labs, and we produce some of the highest-paid graduates in the state, entering some of the most exciting and in-demand fields in STEM and healthcare. But did you know? We also have one of the most competitive athletic programs in the NAIA's Cascade Conference, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14:1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown!
Woo! Mountain Dew!
Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls is the home of Oregon's Polytechnic University. We offer hands-on experience from day one in our real-world teaching labs, and we produce some of the highest-paid graduates in the state, entering some of the most exciting and in-demand fields in STEM and healthcare. But did you know? We also have one of the most competitive athletic programs in the NAIA's Cascade Conference, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14:1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further. The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Hey, grab me one too.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls is the home of Oregon's Polytechnic University. We offer hands-on experience from day one in our real-world teaching labs, and we produce some of the highest-paid graduates in the state, entering some of the most exciting and in-demand fields in STEM and healthcare. But did you know? We also have one of the most competitive athletic programs in the NAIA's Cascade Conference, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14 to 1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.